Hey learners, welcome back. In the video series of the chapter Financial Statements of Companies, we are now discussing about the items of the balance sheet. In our last video, we discussed about the shareholders fund, that is on the equity and the liability side, and we discussed about the share capital, that is the first subheading onto that. In case you have missed that video, I shall put the link in the description box. Do check it. And if we talk about today we are going to discuss the second subheading, that is about the reserves and surplus. Not only the items what comes under reserves and surplus, we shall discuss many more concepts that will definitely help you to understand this chapter in a better way. As you can see, we are here. Items of balance sheet. Under shareholders fund, the second heading, that means heading number B. What we have? We have reserves and surplus. Heading number 1 we have done, that is share capital. Heading number B, 1 subsection B, comes as reserves and surplus. So the following items are shown under the head reserves and surplus. What are the items? Let's go through them. First one we have is capital reserves. Next we have is capital redemption reserve. Third one is debenture redemption reserve. Fourth one, securities premium reserve. Fifth one we have revaluation reserve. Then we have share options outstanding account. Other reserves, which is restricted to general reserve only. And the last we have is surplus. So basically these 8 items, if ever you find, just get inside your mind that these 8 items comes under the heading of reserves and surplus. Clear? Now one by one, let us understand the meaning of these items. The first one we have in hand is capital reserve. What is capital reserve? When a business is operating, when the business carries on its activities, it earns different types of profits. Some profits are out of the main activities of the business, but some profits are from different sources. Those profits are termed as capital profits. One example of capital profit is mentioned here. Please have a look. Gain from the sale of fixed assets. That means if a company or if a business is selling off its fixed assets and upon that it is gaining some profit, that profit is called as capital profit. And the reserves which are created out of such capital profits only, they are called as capital reserves. I hope this thing would be clear to you. What are capital reserves? Capital reserves are such reserves which are created from the capital profits. Okay, and one thing to keep in mind, that these reserves are not available for distribution as cash dividend. Means generally what happens, whatever is the reserve or whatever is the earning of the profit, they distribute among the shareholders as dividend, right? But these capital reserves, they are not available for distribution as cash dividend among the shareholders of the company. Clear? Capital reserves. I repeat, what are capital reserves? Capital reserves are those reserves which are created out of capital profits. What are capital profits? Capital profits are those profits which are earned by the business through some additional income sources apart from their normal profits. Correct? And these capital reserves, whatever money is there, that is not available for distribution as cash dividend among the shareholders. Simple. Capital reserve. Okay. Next, what we have in hand is capital redemption reserve. Now, what is capital redemption reserve? Before I explain you capital redemption reserve, let us understand the meaning of the word redemption. What is redemption? Redemption is the repayment of money, or you can say of any security, before or on the date of its maturity. Correct? Now understand what is capital redemption reserve. Over here, capital redemption reserve is such a reserve which is created to redeem the preference shares out of the profits. Means when we offered the preference shares to the shareholders, what actually happened? The shareholders paid us money and we in return gave them our shares. In simple language, if I say, this is actually what happened. But now what is happening? I am redeeming my preference shares. Means I am paying for my preference shares and taking my preference shares back. I am doing what? I am actually redeeming my preference shares. Okay, so in order to redeem my preference shares, I need some money, I need some reserve. So this is what the reserve is called as capital redemption reserve. It is a reserve which is created so that we can redeem our preference shares from our profits. Clear? Capital redemption reserve. Next, coming to debenture redemption reserve. Same concept in case of debentures. What happens? Debenture redemption reserve is a reserve which is created for redeeming the debentures. What is redeeming the debentures means? I am repaying the due amount of the debenture holders. When I offered the debentures to the debenture holders gave me a huge amount of money which was actually a loan for the company. Now what I am doing? I am repaying the loan amount. I am redeeming my debentures. Clear? So for same redeeming of the debentures also I need some money, and that money is taken from the reserve which is called as the debenture redemption reserve. Clear? So capital redemption reserve is also an item which comes under reserves and surplus, and debenture redemption reserve is also an item of the balance sheet which comes under the head of reserves and surplus. Clear? Moving to the next one we have is securities premium reserve. You all have the ideas of shares, right? Suppose the nominal value or the face value of a particular share is rupees 10. But I am selling it for a higher value, for a premium price, maybe for 12. Then what is the extra amount I am earning? What is the extra amount that I am charging? That is my premium price. 2 rupees. Now if I'm earning rupees 2 on one share, then just take for example that if I have 10,000 shares and all those 10,000 shares I'm earning a 2 rupee premium, or I'm charging a 2 rupee premium, then how much amount will be collected? 10,000 into 2, that is rupees 20,000. Now this rupees 20,000, as because this is actually a profit that I have made by issuing the shares at a premium price, right? So this amount will be moved on to a reserve, and that reserve is called as securities premium reserve. Clear? Let's read to make you understand more deeply. It is a reserve which is created by, how is it created? By the gain made, by the profit made. Issuing the shares of a certain face value, that is 10, for a higher premium price, that is 12. Now whatever is my difference, 12 minus 10, 2 rupees. So that 2 rupees will keep on accumulating and it will create the securities premium reserve. Clear? In simple language, just understand that in case I am selling my shares for a higher price or for a premium price, whatever is my income that I am having, whatever is the profit that I am having, for example rupees 2 in this case, then that rupees 2 will be accumulated in a reserve called as the securities premium reserve. I hope now it would be clear to you. Okay, now we shall move to the next type of reserve which comes under reserves and surplus, and that is revaluation reserve. Now revaluation reserve, you must have known this term because we generally use this while following the terms of partnership. If there is an admission, if there is a retirement, then we prepare the revaluation account. What is revaluation account? It means that the values of the fixed assets, the values that is in the balance sheet, that is the liabilities, they change. They change at the time of retirement of the partner. Understood? So the amount that is created by the upward revision of the book, that is called as a revaluation reserve. Clear? Same thing for revaluation reserve, the amount which is collected over there that cannot be used for the dividend payment or for issuing any kind of bonus shares. What are bonus shares? We have already discussed in our last videos. Now there comes an important line. That important line says accounting treatment not to be evaluated. Now this is given by CBSE. It tells that you just need to understand where is the revaluation reserve item present in the balance sheet. More accounting treatment is not to be evaluated. Okay, so just you have to understand this item and that's it. Accounting treatment will not be asked upon. Okay, more details will not be asked upon here. So let's move to the next part. Next part says shares option outstanding account. Now what is share options outstanding account? See, it is a reserve which represents the difference between the market value and the issue price of the shares to the employees. For example, the market price of a particular share is rupees 100. Clear? But I am offering to my employees. Okay, I am offering to the employees at rupees 60 only. Then there is a difference. How much is the difference? Difference is rupees 40. So this 40 is credited to this reserve. The amount 40 rupees will be credited under this account, which is called as share options outstanding account. Next we have is other reserves. What are other reserves? Other reserves, it is restricted to your general reserves only. Means instead of writing general reserve, they are using the word other reserves. Clear? And the last what we have is surplus. What is surplus? It is the balance of the statement of profit and loss after appropriations such as dividend, bonus and transfers to or from reserves. Means the final balance which is remaining in the statement of profit and loss, that is called as my surplus. I told you previously what is statement of profit and loss. It is nothing but the PL account that we used to prepare. Okay, so the balance of the PL account, earlier we used to call it as profit, the GP profit, but now we shall term it as surplus. So surplus will also come as an item under the heading of reserves and surplus. The name itself says surplus, so you can understand surplus will come, at the same time reserves will come. And what are the different types of reserves we have discussed? They will also appear in reserves and surplus.